Alrighty, this is probably going to be one of the more relaxed videos, a video that will be recommended to all who come and watch. A lot of people ask what constructor I usually run, if I do run constructor, or who's the best pick whenever it comes to constructors. And personally, my opinion is probably a little bit wrong, but it's my opinion, so it's always right? If you have your own opinion, usually it's right, you know. But today we're going to be talking about Ice King. He actually is available. You can get him by surviving 30 minutes in Frost Night. It's super easy to get. He's one of the more good heroes, or just better heroes whenever it comes to constructors, because there's usually three. Your go-to is Power Base, Kyle, and Ice King. Those are your top three picks that you want to usually use whenever it comes to running base for your team, or just running base in general. And usually I run Ice King. I sometimes switch out for base Kyle or Power Base depending on what my other teammates are running, but usually I'm the go-to Ice King person because I always have this loadout. Now the loadout basically consists of constructors. Yeah, surprisingly. But you're going to be running Ice King in lead. He basically what he does, here, let me inspect him real quick. Enemies standing on base structures affected by base are stand by 15%. Now that's in support. In lead, enemies standing on structures affected by base are stand for 15%, and then enemies that damage a structure affected by base are frozen for 4 seconds. Each enemy can be frozen once every 15 seconds. So if that means a smasher is charging into your base and it hits a build or anything, a trap, anything like that, and it takes damage, what it's going to happen is it's going to be frozen for that 4 seconds, which gives you enough time to, you know, build what you need to do. If if an enemy's about to get into the objective, you can build real quick, or you can kill the enemy before it gets into it. So it's actually a really great hero in lead. And support, he's not that great. Being, you know, an enemy being snared is not that crazy, but depending on what you're doing, an enemy being snared can actually have an effect on what weapons you're using. So whenever a hero, or whenever a husk is snared and you have a weapon that does more damage to snared enemies, you can actually do a little bit more damage. So in support, he's actually decently good. I've been told that he doesn't work in support, or like there's a bug with him that he doesn't work properly or something like that, but I haven't had any problems with him. So let me know if you've ran into any problems. But yeah, the basic loadout that I usually run always is Ice King and lead, recycling, because I just like getting my materials back. You can run boom base, you can run blast from the past, really whatever you want to run, but recycling is usually what my go-to is. Tough traps increases my trap durability. This one isn't necessary because I have max trap durability without machinist Harper, but you know, it might as well run her. She's not bad, and you know, increased trap durability just has that effect of lasting traps a little bit longer. And then we got power modulation. Structures affected by base are healed for 4% of max health every 10 seconds. This is actually one of the heroes that you would swap out for lead, because he increases your the amount of heals that your structures can get over time. So they're healed for 11% in lead over that 10 seconds rather than 4%. So, which is a decent amount of health, by the way. That's why a lot of people run him in lead sometimes. And then, of course, we're going to be running a base Kyle support. He just increases your building health by 28%. This is also one of the other heroes that you'd run in lead. If you're not running Ice King, he increases your health by 84%, which is an insane amount. That's more than double. So if your wooden wall has 1,000 health, that means it's going up to 1,840, which not insane. Well, actually, I think is that the math right? Yeah, I think that math's right, because 84, 840, yeah, 84%. Yeah, my math's correct there. So yeah, he's really good. He's even good in support, so that's why you're going to be running him. The only reason why I'm running fair in support is because I usually run the Xeon bow whenever I'm running constructor, because I'm not doing an insane amount of damage, but I usually swap it out with whatever I need. So if my daily is like melee eliminations, I'll run Paleo Luna. If I need shotgun eliminations, I'll run critical blast just for that increased critical damage, or whatever I need to run launcher damage if you really want to. But it really depends on what you want. So yeah. And then now this one is also up to you, but Mega Base is a really great pick, because if you're running like a repair the shelter, it can actually expand all the way around to the very top, or to the very bottom. So it's 5 structures. So yeah, it's kind of nice. It increases base connectivity by 1, but 1 is actually a lot. So I think base usually it's 4, and then with him in support it's 5. It's either 5 or 6. I forgot which one it is, but it's still good. You want to run him in support most of the time whenever you run constructor. He's not necessary, but he definitely makes a difference whenever it comes to like 4 atlases, repair the shelters, anything big objective wise. For RTDs, he's all right, you know, like if you build like the corners, you know, he's good that way. But yeah, now I almost forgot something. I actually wanted to run a holiday hero because you know, why not? And usually I try to cover all the heroes in the game, so This is just one of those very or a few instances that I'm going to be running a hero that is not that great, but if you're a basic, if you're new to the game, I think this is actually a decently good hero because you tend to die a lot in the lower zones, and with Constructor you have lower health, you have the shield and whatnot. So base MD is actually one of the heroes that you can get during the holiday event or during Frost Night, or I guess that's what we call it, or Winterfest, I guess. But yeah, basically what he does, allies standing on structures affected by your base heal for 3.75 base health every 1 second. So you're getting a little amount of health back. It's not crazy. It's not going to save your life if a taker hits you, but it's a little health. Take a little damage. You can back off a little bit, get your health back up. So yeah, we're going to be running him. His name's Warden Kyle. You can get him from, I believe, the llamas. And yeah, I believe it's llamas. I don't think he's in one of the weeklies now. Let me double check right here. Let me just Control F, Warden Kyle. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, you Warden Kyle? Yeah. Why is this highlighted? Oh no, it's because I'm highlighted. Yeah, no, you don't get him from yeah, you can just get him from llamas. So yeah, I guess he's all right. For a newer player, you probably would want to run him. Wait, dang, did I lose him already? Where did he go? Oh, he's right there. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna be running him instead. Otherwise, yeah, let's jump into the mission. I'm gonna show you what Ice King does and show you what actually Warden Kyle does too, because might as well. Yeah, let's just jump right into the mission. Alrighty, so we shot the balloon down. Now I just want to show you a little bit of base Kyle, or not base Kyle, Ice King. I usually put my base in the middle because it affects all the structures nearby. So we already have 2 bases, but you can see like it'll be affected from right here. So if this enemy gets hit by this wall, if it hits this wall right here, it should freeze before the traps go off. Well, the traps went off. Yeah, see, so enemies frozen. And this pretty much happens with any enemy. If a smasher charges, the only enemy that doesn't get affected by is mini bosses, because usually mini bosses just aren't affected by this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, like, there's nothing really crazy else. I do get healed by base MD. You can see I glow green every once in a while, which tells me that I'm being healed by it. There's a lot of enemies right here. Jeez. Let me put this right here, this here, this here. Put a gas trap. Oh, I don't have a gas trap. I guess we'll just do that. Now, since I took a little bit damage, I want to show you what base MD does. I stand on my structures, and yeah, I get about 4,000 per tick. So if I have about like 700,000 health, I guess that would take a while, but honestly, not bad. I mean, like, if I'm getting hit, or if I just need that a little extra health, I mean, it's worth it. I'm getting that little oomph, a little extra health back. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, like, I'm not gonna go into like details and describe to you everything else, but yeah, Ice King is my my current pick whenever it comes to constructors. I'll swap it out every once in a while depending on what my team's running. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's my recycling too. We get some mats back. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions on constructor loadouts, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, don't forget, use code Matt in the item shop. Subscribe down below, like the video if you want to support me. And remember, always have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in the next one.